what would a better memory do for you? If you knew you could remember the things that you need to remember more reliably, how much more confidence would that give you in your business, in your personal life? Would it be fun? Let's improve our memories, play games to understand how memory works, and apply what the ancient Greeks knew with their memory palaces and other techniques. It's all out there, it's all known. The challenge is to get your attention on it often enough that you can apply it. That's why we have systems around organizing our lives so that we continually bring our attention back to the things that we really value. I want you to have that memory faculty, play games with it, and be able to remember strings of numbers and strings of objects and the things that you need to remember to show that you really know your craft and your business. If you have a stronger memory, then you are in a stronger position for everything that you want to do in life. Charles Poliquin was great at this. He had a lot of facts and numbers on the tip of his tongue, and that added to the mystique of how is he doing this. Now, maybe for him it was natural. I think he had memory techniques, and I know that some of his best students were encouraged to memorize and know certain components of what they were teaching. So I would encourage you to take an interest in this area and think of it as a muscle, just like training your biceps, just like getting your chin-ups. If you continually put energy on it, then it will get better, it will get stronger. Everyone has the possibility for a great memory. Not everybody uses those muscles or uses that capacity. And so that's the game that we're going to play. And the challenge of, okay, how am I going to find the time for this? Don't worry about that, because we have a system that will give you more control of your time, and you won't feel that thing of, I've not got time for anything. As you change other aspects of your life, then you get to put time onto the things that you want to do that will enhance, and it's a compounding effect. The more successful you are in business, the more time you get back, the more possibilities you have to continue to develop yourself, and the bigger the projects that you can do. And it's this positive upward spiral. And it begins with a single step. It begins with a single move. And so that's why we learn the Greek alphabet, and you also learn a memory technique within that. Now, the other one is learning musical instruments. And music is a beautiful thing, and it surrounds us. But the modern music, like modern education, is designed to fulfill a certain purpose. It's designed to put us in a certain energy and certain way of thinking. And it's on par with the education that we're getting around money and the education we're getting around how to use our bodies. It does what it's meant to do. There were times where civilization or society was operating at a higher level. Intellectually, in terms of the quality of the architecture, well, at that time, the quality of the music was much higher as well, and it was very different. So learning to create beautiful music, and even taking those small steps of like, I can play a few chords, I can play something nice, is part of this expansion journey. And then being able to teach that and show your children. And so they start by wanting to be like you, and then they go way better. Like, that's the goal with all of this, that we set an example and then others go better. Maybe you decide that music is your thing. Maybe you're already great at music. For me, that was a limiting belief. It was one of those limiting beliefs. I'm not good at music. I can't play guitar. My hands don't work properly for it. I tried to play the guitar. I didn't work out how to hold it properly when I was at high school, and I thought, I can't play guitar. And it wasn't until I was 24 and I was crushing limiting beliefs. I'd learned to speak Spanish. I'd learned to juggle. I would travel the world independently. I was actualizing, and I was like, okay, I'm going to slay this dragon of I can't play guitar. I didn't have anything else to do because I was living in Latin America, save some money, go over there, hang out, try and find a life. Try and find life on my own terms. Find a good culture to be a part of. Find a good life to live. I didn't end up finding it, and that's why I've ended up creating the business that I have and the villages, because I couldn't find a great culture anywhere to be a part of. I didn't like where Western culture was going, and I thought maybe there's an indigenous culture somewhere, maybe there's something that would be better than this. Maybe I can buy some land somewhere, find a nice woman, settle down, stay out of the trouble. I couldn't find it, I couldn't do it, and so I ended up coming back and completing this journey. But at some point while I was there searching for what a good life might look like, I learned to play the guitar. And so a man taught me a few chords and I played those chords. He taught me a rhythm that was a bit tricky. And so I played that rhythm and worked on that rhythm over and over again for days and days. And then there was an Irish man who played a bit of guitar who's going back to Ireland and he wanted to sell his guitar. And so I bought his guitar off him and I traveled with a guitar as a real beginner. But traveling with a guitar in Mexico, you make a lot of friends, people teach you stuff. And I played a lot for many months. I played pretty much every day and I got to know a bunch of stuff. Most of it I've forgotten now, but I don't regret learning, and I love that I can get on the guitar and entertain myself. I do plan to get back to it and to progress and to learn more. I've had a lot of other missions and things to work on, and everything will have its time. I'm not telling you, okay, you have to go become a concert pianist now. You need to be getting 4 hours of quality practice in every day. That's not what we're talking about. But we're going to go on a little journey here where you realize, okay, yeah, I can do this. I'm in the game. I can start. If you've already done it, congratulations, that's great. But these triggers, for those who haven't, will open up new possibilities for the future. And chances are you haven't done all of these initial smarter challenges, and that will open up new possibilities for your future. It will expand your vision, and it's the expanded vision, the bigger frame of reference, that makes all the difference. You can't see what you can't see. It's called inattentional blindness. So just because you're looking at something doesn't mean you're seeing everything that's there. You see what you've practiced seeing. That's how our lives work. That's how opportunity works. One person walks past a shop and they see the name of the shop and they see what they sell. Another person walks past the shop and they see $1 million opportunity and they see an opportunity to buy that thing and do it up and turn it into something else and franchise it and take it around the world. And another person walks past that same shop and they see brutal, ugly, horrible capitalism that needs to have the window broken and everything needs to be stolen out of the shop. It's the frame of reference. It's the way you're looking at life that makes all the difference. And I can tell you from the different frames and the different places I've lived from, the place that I'm living from now is the one that I choose, that I value most, and continue to explore this and getting around others who are willing to explore and challenge themselves of what can we learn, who can we become, what solutions can we build. That's a beautiful thing. So we want to build it all. We want to build everything, build solutions. That's what's good. That's what's beautiful. That's what we should do. It starts with realizing, okay, I can learn, I can change, and I can teach others.